Parliament's Labour Committee has reconvened to consider amendments to the national minimum wage. However, experts have criticised the manner in which the Labour Department has used the parliamentary process to advance its own preferred outcomes. To discuss that, we're joined now by the Director of Wits University's Corporate Strategy and Industrial Development Research Programme, Dr. Gilad Isaacs. Thank you so much, Gilad, for your time today. I didn't think I'd see you so soon.
I know.
Especially after this was announced. But what happened?
Well, we've essentially pointed to three issues, and both of them have implications in process and in substance.
Okay.
The first of those is that we believe that the DOL, during the parliamentary deliberations, unfortunately omitted, or in instances didn't give fair attention to various submissions made. So the DOL makes a summary of all submissions, and that summary is then used as an agenda in those hearings.
Okay,
so those
they were literally
deliberations.
driving this in the National Assembly.
Right. And we actually found that they had omitted numerous comments made in submissions, to the point where on the first day I emailed the chair, and on the second day, after a conversation with the DOL and the chair, I actually went home and produced a supplementary summary which highlighted issues that were omitted, and that summary was then used in those hearings next to the official summary. And in fact, certain decisions made were made on the basis of issues raised in that supplementary summary.
And we'll get to the other two very quickly, but just give us an idea of what these omissions were and just how significant they might be.
I mean, it ranged. So for example, one issue which was highlighted significantly in those omitted summaries were issues around the phasing out of the lower levels for domestic work and expanded the public works, which only got sufficient attention when dealing with that supplementary document. The issue of a escalation in fines, so the idea that you would get fined more if you violate this law numerous times, that was left out, and the committee actually made a decision to then include that. And I'll be tweeting a PDF of their summary and our supplementary one.
All right. What was the second issue?
The second issue is about what's happened subsequently, right? And essentially the committee deliberates, and the DOL, with the parliamentary law advisors, go away and make alterations based on what occurred in the deliberations. Now, we have pointed out where the amendments do either not fit the spirit or the actual content of the deliberation. So, for instance, on the expiry of lower levels for domestic work and farm workers at 15 and 18 Rand. In the agreement, that was to last 2 years, subject to evidence to the opposite, right? In the deliberations, that's broadly is agreed to. For those who are interested, a voice like recording it is downloadable,
and you can
I'll
pay attention,
link
see
to
what
that.
the details are.
On other instances, it's more sort of grey. So the DOL wanted to remove sectoral determinations, which is a means through which the minister institutes sectoral level wages and other conditions. That was opposed by the committee. And what we've seen is a reinstatement of that, but in a very watered down way, where, for instance, the commission who will oversee that is not charged to review it annually and has no ability to institute the necessary investigation to then apply a new determination.
Which would make it slightly ineffective.
Yeah. And then
almost out of time. I just want to get the very last.
So the last issue is to view this within a broader process, where unfortunately the DOL has strayed in the original bills from the NEDLAC agreement, so that there's no annual increase, that there is a weak medium-term target, that there's no increases for the expanded public works, that the exemption system now allows employer organizations to make exemptions on behalf of their members. None of those were in the NEDLAC agreement, and in fact the level of engagement which NEDLAC had on the bills themselves is unprecedentedly minimal.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Thanks so much for your time today. Dr. Gilad Isaacs is with University of the Witwatersrand.